streetwindow.com. Go there now. Go there now. Go there now.
The views expressed by callers, co-hosts, or anyone else who happens to get on the air at Ocelli.com do not necessarily reflect the views of Ocelli.com or Chuck Ocelli, and we are not responsible for any stupidity which might ensue. Thank you.
Uncle, I'll bet you remember the time when Benjamin Fulford said that the Asian Secret Society was going to dispatch ninjas to take out the Illuminati to change the entire world for the better.
That is never gonna happen. That never did.
It never did it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because there's a lot of false promises.
Fools? I can't say one.
We better not say and be polite, but there are no false promises at the Ocelli.com radio network.
That's exactly it. It's truth, the point, right to the point. And this is what I like. Straight to the point. Ocelli.com.
Listen now.
Listen now.
Now is a very good time to make a contribution at Ocelli.com.
In Denial, Secret Wars with Airstrikes and Tanks by Larry Hancock. Secret wars became a staple of U.S. covert operations and are still happening today. Larry Hancock's book, In Denial, rips the cover off many of them. Using new files, it exposes things about the Bay of Pigs that no one has ever written about before. It shows why it really failed and why the United States did not learn from it. Secret wars became a staple of U.S. covert operations and are still happening today. It also shows why other countries today are doing secret operations with more success. This is the book that puts what some want to deny into the light. In Denial, Secret Wars with Airstrikes and Tanks. Larry Hancock. For more information, go to larry-hancock.com. Pick up your copy of In Denial at amazon.com in digital or physical form.
Yeah, like.
Menacing broadcast. Code Red, Code Red, Code Red, here. Your iPad, your cell phone, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Podcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name is Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. 244, 45? I don't know what it is, but I've got numbers messed up in my head.
I'm all over the place here tonight, Uncle. I'm not doing a great job with the show.
You're slacking out.
Oh gosh, to be honest, I barely got onto Skype for the previous hour. I was scrambling before the show started to do that. So you know I'm having problems tonight. Oh, 244.
244.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
I heard that, yeah.
Okay, then. Who we got on the air? Let's get those calls going. It's my hour, people. Get on the calls. This is the funny hour.
It's a live show every Friday night.
Where we at there, Chucky? We got any calls?
You can call
Ring, 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 ring.
319-527-5016. You can also get a hold of Chuck on Skype. He's Charles.Ocelli. Send him a message or call 319-527-5016. We would love to have you on the show tonight. Uncle, there's some action in the chat room. We've got
it's always action in the chat room. All right, chat room man. What's happening in the ball game?
Yeah,
that's what we want to talk about. We got some pointage. We got 1-0 for the Braves. I'm sorry, Astros.
The World Series Game 3 is happening as we speak, right? It's Game 3?
I think so.
Because the series is tied 1-1. Each team has won a game.
It is 3. It is 3, and each won a game. So now we're moved to Atlanta. So, I hope Atlanta takes all 3 of these games.
Yeah, Uncle's hoping that Atlanta wins and not Houston for obvious reasons.
They all know why.
So, chat room, if you could keep us abreast of the goings on. We're in the 7th inning, and Atlanta was up by 1 last time we looked. So just keep us posted on if the score changes and all that. I see Creative Accents. I see Ruckus Among Us. They're in the chat over at Twitch, so they're watching on the live stream at Twitch. Thank you for being there, you two. Yeah. I see that Creative Accents is asking, Uncle, are you ready for Halloween?
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear that final chapter of Michael's coming back in a episode.
Oh yeah, Halloween. The new
what
Halloween
is Halloween
movie.
2, Halloween 3? What is he?
Now, canonically, that would be a little screwed up because, this is Halloween Kills.
Halloween Kills?
Yes.
What the heck is that?
They've messed up the storyline a little bit, Uncle. You're supposed to ignore, of course, Halloween 3 and I think 4, 5, and 6.
I did see 1 and 2. Was it 1 or 2 we saw?
Oh, the original movie.
The original movies.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we saw them. We saw those.
Yeah.
I think it was either 1 or 2, but
sure.
I don't know.
The first movie's like 1978, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds
somewhere
right.
in there.
That's the original with Jamie Lee Curtis. And then you get a Halloween 2. But, see, they did another movie not too long ago that's supposed to be a direct sequel to Halloween 2, I think. Which is weird. Of course, Halloween 3 wasn't even really a Halloween movie. Didn't have Michael Myers in it.
Oh, yeah, that's one. I mean, Michael Myers number 2 is coming.
Yeah,
he's back. He's going to be on this one.
Yeah, they're literally calling this one Halloween Kills.
Kills?
Which is funny, because they had a Halloween H2O, which, again, is not supposed to count. It's supposed to be 20 years after, in 1998, right? And then, so the Halloween universe is a little mixed up. And then you got the 2 Halloween movies that were created by Rob Zombie, which are a little different.
Oh, Zombie? Zombie made him?
Oh, gosh. I forgot that he got in on that
I didn't know he got on that.
I forgot.
You forgot.
Oh, my gosh.
Brain cell needs to be fixed here.
I can't keep track of all this stuff.
I know.
Uncle.
No, I'm just saying it's a little confusing. So no matter what way you go with this, there's a way to talk about how there's different storylines. But this actually has Jamie Lee Curtis in it. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, good. 2 people that are like 60, 70 years old going to try and kill each other. But meanwhile, guess what?
Somebody down the line. I hear that line going.
Oh, you hear that, Uncle? What's that sound?
Means there's somebody on the line. All right, who is he? Where you from?
Oh, wow. Exciting. We got a call. All right. So,
Number
caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
That's what I just said. Sidekick, and we'll get him better.
Jimmy James, and I'm calling from Michigan.
Michigan?
What a great place to call from, Uncle.
Who?
Jimmy. This is Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy. Can you speak up a little?
Here, I can
Jimmy,
turn up the volume.
Turn up
Uncle.
the
It's okay.
volume. By the time we talk to him, that's better.
We hear you.
Well, it's because
Oh,
now
that's
it's good.
That's
Because last time you were talking low, I didn't mention it. But
we got it, Uncle. So, calling from Michigan, what's going on tonight?
What's
Jimmy?
happening there?
Well, I was just thinking, don't forget the bizarre Halloween 2, which had nothing to do with Michael Myers.
Oh.
For some unknown reason, it had nothing to do with Michael Myers. I remember it had something to do with pumpkins and programming people.
Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. And it was about the Golden Shamrock Mask Company. And they put out the masks. I unfortunately know too much about this. Originally not even a Halloween script, and nobody could ever explain in the world why in the world they decided to make this under the Halloween banner except to sell this weird movie. Where masks, and then a message would come through, and this alien rock in the back of the mask would create these things and crush their skulls and kill them. And it was all based on a TV show broadcasting it out to different people. The commercial at first, and then everybody get around your TVs for Halloween because we're all going to give you a special prize. And it was meant to kill everybody. No Michael Myers in that movie, though, Jimmy James. None.
Golly. Can you imagine that? Nothing on that. But I do know that the last one on him is when he got, the last one was when he got burned underneath and they put a fire and he burned up. That was the end of it.
Michael Myers got burnt to a crisp?
Burnt to a crisp. Burned to a crisp, yeah.
Burned to a crisp.
Yeah, see, that would be the movie where Jamie Lee Curtis is all grown up, but she's got her daughter, and then she lures him to the house and gets him to go into the underground thing, and then they light him up, right?
Right. That's how it ended, I think. Yeah. That's how it ended. That was the one I saw.
Well, it is, you know. He disappears. Loomis shoots him 6-7 times, you know. Yeah. I mean, all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah. Standard fare.
But you know, it doesn't scare me as much as the other one, Jason. It doesn't scare me.
That's scarier to you?
Yeah, to me, yeah, it's scarier. Jumps out of your skin. Have you guys?
I'm opposite because Michael Myers shows absolutely no emotion whatsoever, and he's just freaky.
How do you look at it, James? About does it feel the same?
I think Michael Myers is scarier than Jason to me.
It jumps out of my skin when I see
I feel like
Jason.
Yeah, Jason seems more just sort of like
jumpy.
I don't know.
He makes you
like
jump.
Comedy version of the same concept almost. Like they're taking the same idea and kind of like goofing with it a little. I don't know. This gets to me more than him because he comes around like a mommy. I mean, walks around. Michael's, he's walking around like a mommy with a mask on, but not with a face like Jason is. Yeah. I mean, it's just different.
But in the first Friday the 13th movie, though, Jason's not even the killer.
Who was?
Yeah, that's right. That's the first one.
Oh no, he had a face over his head. That was the first.
It's the mother in the first one.
The first one, it's his mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was his mother. His mother was the.
Yeah.
I've seen all of them. And I didn't realize that the mother. Well, I saw the mother in the beginning, and I didn't realize
they're talking about Jason the whole time, but it's the mom that like comes to get revenge about his death. That's why she's the killer in the first one.
Yeah, she's decided to kill all the camp counselors because they were making out while Jason drowned. You see, years earlier.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's what it is. And the funny thing, again, I love bringing this up, but I went to summer camp at a summer camp just adjacent to where they filmed that. And I love that, bringing that up. I love talking to J.G. Michael about it, actually.
Oh, yeah, he would love that, yeah.
It's like this crazy thing. Kevin Bacon's in that movie, too.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Oh, yes, the beginning with the campers. Yeah.
He gets killed. Kevin Bacon, he winds up taking a
what was it?
What is it? Jason shoves an arrow or something up through his neck. It's either an arrow or a spear up through his neck through the bottom of the bed.
Oh, that's right. They're playing around in the bed and I remember that one. Yeah. I remember that one.
yeah.
That was him.
My opinion is the best of the series.
What?
Which one? Jimmy James?
Oh, Friday 13th, Part 3, in my opinion, is the best of the series.
3? I've seen them all.
That one makes me
The one with the tongue-like guy?
Yeah, that one makes me crazy because that's actually where he gets his hockey mask.
Yeah,
And
the hockey mask.
that's where he actually gets the hockey mask. He takes it away from the guy who was running around with the spear gun and the hockey mask. Right?
Yeah, I think it was funny.
Yeah.
Him wearing them things.
And the motorcycle gang, Lieutenant.
Yeah, the ridiculous motorcycle gang.
Yeah,
That's, you know,
the motorcycle gang just gone crazy.
ethnically diverse for no apparent reason motorcycle gang. Right.
Yeah.
Coalition motorcycle gang.
Oh, yeah. But the thing that kills me the worst about that is that movie was originally released in 3D, and they put it, because I saw it in the movie theater in 3D. And it's ridiculous, stupid.
I got glasses.
Yeah, but there's.
I did it. I watched it on my TV, and when it hurts my head, and I can't watch it for long. in 3D.
What happens is when you put those glasses on, though, they jump right on your head. Come right to you. It's like jumping right next to you. You're sitting here.
They tried to air that a couple of times in its 3D format. And yeah, go to like 7-Eleven and go get 3D glasses for it. But the funny thing is, when they did it in the movie theater, it was like that. But nowadays, if you run across it, you don't see it in 3D. But what's funny is, like, they show you shots with the camera where, like, the pulse cue is going back and poking out. And it's like, it looks so dumb now.
Yeah, the part where the old hag that ran the store that was always yelling at Harold when she moves like a broom and it comes right at your face. I was like, okay, that's it. I'm done with the glasses.
Or the other thing with that motorcycle gang you were talking about, the guy wraps a chain around his hand and punches through the window on the Volkswagen, and you're actually looking at his fist with the chain coming at you, right?
Yeah.
Just all kinds of dumb stuff in that movie. You see it now, it looks really dumb. But that's where he got the hockey mask from, Uncle. That's where before that he had a bag on his head.
Oh, yeah, the bag. That's right. I remember the bag.
A feed bag, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Feed bag.
I forgot. Yeah, I can't even remember what he was doing in that second movie.
That was the second one.
Yeah. Oh, it looks. Oh, we got another call. Really?
We sure do.
All right, that's who this is. And hold on there, Jimmy James. Who is on this line and where you from?
Hey, Uncle, it's the Count. Today's number is 2, as in 2 days till Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
It would figured that Kent would be on tonight.
Yeah.
I had a feeling because he would be close to Halloween.
Yeah,
I figured he'd show up.
I wanted to clarify something about Halloween 3.
Oh, what's up?
Okay.
You guys if you don't mind, because you're talking about that.
Please do. Yeah.
Go ahead.
What do we
First
need
of all,
to
I think it's a great movie. But the Halloween movies were never supposed to just be Michael Myers. It was supposed to be a different event on Halloween for every movie.
Yes.
But Halloween 3 did so bad that they decided to bring back Michael Myers.
You mean the picture on Halloween 3? Now, and drop out Michael Myers for a moment. Who was in it besides him?
Well, see, wait a second.
Now, you're getting me confused there, Michael Myers.
Yeah. Listen, Count, I got a question about this, because I've read this before, and I got to say, then why is it they did the first 2 movies surrounding Myers?
Right.
I know
they wanted to continue the story, and then John Carpenter thought it was done after 2.
Right.
And then he just wanted to take like independent scripts and make them Halloween themed, like base them around Halloween. But no one liked Halloween 3. So.
Without an actor.
No,
without
it would be
Michael Myers.
With
Myers.
He's kind of a famous guy.
There were famous character actors in that movie. The dad was like working everywhere on TV and movies at the time. What was his name? The father?
In Halloween 3?
Yeah, who was that?
Tom Atkins was in Halloween 3.
That might be one thing. But he was like on every TV show at the time. I mean, he was everywhere.
Yeah, I guess the idea would be
The Creep, The Fog, and
The movie series was going to be like a Tales from the Crypt, or maybe the movie Creep Show, where it's like these different stories.
Right.
Be that sort of format, right?
Yeah. That sounds like.
Yeah.
It was all going to be different, and it bombed. So.
Okay, bring back Michael Myers when you need him.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
Now, also, I'm not going to give you the phone sound effect, but we do have somebody asking to join on Skype. If you want me to add them in as well.
Go ahead. Let's see who he is. Find out who this caller is.
Yeah.
That'll take me a minute, but go ahead and continue to talk to your callers. I just want to find one or not.
Cool. We can't wait to talk to this Skyper, but it's going to be good. There's lots of action in the chat room here.
What is the chat room saying?
Let's see here. Creative Accidents is saying, I like Count Von Count. Mwah, ha, 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 ha. Ruckus is saying, would make an interesting remake. As a standalone film, Halloween 3 is just fine. That's Ruckus saying. And he's also asking, Ruckus...
by the way, I solidly agree with Ruckus about that. If it wasn't for the fact that it's like slotted in for no apparent reason into what we have, which is a bunch of Michael Myers stories, then I would agree with him. It's actually kind of a interesting concept and everything else. Little cheesy, but it's a horror movie. Anyway,
well, of course, Halloween is hollow. Halloween itself.
It's hollow.
It's a hollow movies, and it's that time of year.
Halloween itself is hollow. Easter comes around. The Easter bunny chocolate is hollow. There's always something hollow at every holiday, and the whole holiday is hollow on Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think we may have a Skype caller joined in now.
Oh.
Cool.
All right. Who's this? And on air.
Hello.
The Uncle Show.
Skyper.
It's Ruckus. How we doing, Uncle Aaron?
Hey,
Chuck?
what's up, man? Good to talk to you.
Ruckus, where you been?
I've been around.
Oh, very nice. Well, how do you like this conversation we're having tonight? Halloween callers.
It's interesting because I used to be a big fan of horror movies, and I'm not necessarily anymore, but I used to get pretty meta about it, no pun intended.
I tell you, I've seen every episode of Jason. My wife and me, first of all, she was the first wife. She's always wanted to watch it. So what happened? I got into the show watching the whole episodes of them. I know every single one of them.
There you go.
That's how I found out on that show. But then Michael Myers came up. I'm starting to watch them a little.
Yeah, I'm guessing as a fan, you probably watched all those too, right, Ruckus?
Well, Ruckus, did you watch all of them?
Yeah. I've seen all of them, of all of the series. When I was a kid, Freddy was the scary one for me. But when I was watching them as grown-ups, I'm like you, Uncle. I really like the Jason movies.
The Jasons, some reason, and it scares me. I'm sitting in a bed watching the show, right? And when he came out, it started jump. I had my body going. I mean, it just something in that show of his got me moving. But the Michael Myers, for example, he's like a zombie.
Yeah, he's similar motion. Yeah.
Too emotion. It wouldn't jump for a show like him.
What about Freddy versus Jason? What about that film?
Wait a minute. There was a show. Oh, wait a minute.
Fun one.
We come to conclusion that one. It gave me an idea. It gave me something else that I was thought about.
Okay.
We had to wait for many years for that movie because
the New York. Oh,
yeah, conflicts with the movie. I was just going to ask a quick question, real fast, Uncle. Do you think I'm crazy because I find the Jason movies hilarious?
I think they're scary. To me, they're scary. To you, could be different. It depends on the person, like you say.
Like Beetlejuice, I think the greatest comedy ever made was The Exorcist. But I mean, still,
it's a different scene for different people, Chuck. It's a different scene of different people. It's the way they react. It's actually how they react. But what I did want to tell you, I got into this New York Jason movie,
Jason
and I
Takes Manhattan.
Takes New York. I think it was cool. Yeah. I got into that one too. But that one looked like a pumpkin. He acted like a pumpkin walking around.
He's a pumpkin in that one.
Yeah, he was a pumpkin. Can you figure that out?
Forgot about that part.
Callers, can you figure that out?
Yeah. Count. Are you there?
Count.
Can you figure that one out?
Can you figure that out?
What number?
Here. Wasn't that part 8?
Yeah, I think so.
That was part. Jason Takes Manhattan. I thought it was earlier on, like 4 or something. I don't know really.
Well,
it's not 4. Closer to 8.
It was.
It was
8. The final chapter.
The final chapter.
Oh God.
Right. No, not the final
All
chapter.
that.
Not the final chapter. But he was running around. I saw that one too. Actually, I saw that one.
I think.
I mean,
Jason Takes Manhattan, part 8.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We need somebody's got to keep track of this. That's why we have the count here to tell us what every movie number is.
I lose track of numbers. I can't even think of mine numbers.
Jason Lives, right, Count?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Where I
Probably
stand
the best one.
Well, what else is it to
talk
talk
about? A metal pole and lightning strikes it. Yeah, that's
very Frankenstein.
What else is there to talk about tonight? It's getting near Halloween.
I think I heard Jimmy. What's going on there, Jimmy?
What
I heard
Jimmy?
You starting to say something.
What'd you say?
I don't remember.
Okay.
All
right. Just what about? I thought something was going on there, but yeah. I mean, I'm terrified. That's all I know. Is I'm scared. Just talking about these movies making me really scared. But I'm glad that I'm scared because it's Halloween, and if I wasn't scared, I wouldn't be doing the Halloween thing. So I'd be a whole lot of useless.
Of course, Halloween also follows tonight. This year on Sunday.
Ooh, is
does.
that
falls on a Sunday this year?
That seems interesting to me.
I didn't realize it was Sunday. I thought it was close to like Saturday. But then after I figured what day it was today, I don't know what it is. Falls on a Sunday.
Yeah.
That's very weird. It falls on a Sunday though. You're not usually fall on a Sunday. Not a Halloween.
Something different.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Yeah, a lot going on here. We got a lot of people in the chat. We see alternate current radios in the chat. Hello. We've got a lot of callers on the line here. We're having a fun night here on Uncle the Broadcast live Friday night.
I figured to call and do all these shows about Halloween since it's getting close to it.
Yeah. And also, Uncle, let's remind people that if they can give us an update on what's happening in the World Series game.
Oh yeah. If anybody's listening or watching, or I'd say listening, let us know what's happening. That's all.
Yeah, just give us a little update in the chat, and we'll be like, oh, okay. It's something that we need to know.
Yeah, because I can't stand Houston.
No, we don't want them to win. So let us know.
Well, the Braves are winning.
Yeah, I know. It was 1-0.
They still are. Okay, so still, is it 1-0 still?
They're still winning.
So that means it's going to this.
2-0 on the 8th.
2-0? Oh, they must have
2-0
scored.
Braves.
Oh, right. They must have scored a home run or a base hit or something.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody must have hit something.
Okay, so they're doing pretty good there.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's insurance, man. Seeing it's later in the game.
Oh, Uncle, we have a question from Creative Accidents.
Oh, what does he have to say?
He's saying, Uncle, what's your favorite and least favorite candy? What do you say to that? Candy. Is there one that you particularly enjoy, candy?
I like the ones with the tart, the tartars.
Sweet tart?
The sweet tarts.
Oh, yeah, those are pretty good.
I like
sweet
them.
tart.
The sweet tart are the ones I like. Yeah.
What don't you like? What are the bad ones?
Apples.
Like a candy apple. Is that what you mean? Like the dipped apples?
Dipped apple.
You don't like those things? Okay.
Because you have an apple, yeah. But you put an apple on a stick.
Yeah.
Now think of it. How would you eat an apple in a stick when they were actually fruit?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean
that don't make any sense to me to make an apple and a candy.
An apple growing on a stick is one thing, but then you put another stick in it and you dip it in candy sauce. That's a whole other thing. Yeah. Ruckus, what do you think about candy apples? Good or bad?
all over your hands that way. I don't know. What do you think, Ruckus?
Well, I unfortunately have no teeth, so I can't eat apples or candied apples. So
You
boo.
don't have teeth. Uh-oh.
Dang.
Well, I don't feel bad now.
Yeah, it's a little bit like you, isn't it?
That
Uncle?
sound like me.
Yeah.
The tooth fairy got greedy and took more than was offered. But no, in all seriousness, I'm actually much more of a fan of like chocolate and peanut butter. So I like Reese's peanut butter cups and stuff like that.
There is one thing I do like. I like the peanut butter panel cups. They have peanut butter with 2 almonds on them. The almonds, peanut butter, almonds.
Are you talking almond, like on almond nut is in it?
Yeah, almond nut has
Really?
that delicious. I like those because I like the almonds in it.
You're talking about Almond Joy candy bar?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that one, but I know that people love that. Yeah. So candy, we're talking candy. It's Halloween. All sorts of great candy. It's everywhere. Everywhere you turn, there's candy. Certainly if you have kids like I do, there's candy all over the place. So
Yeah, his
no
kids
shortage.
right now just went to a place.
They got candy.
Pick and string, they have candy. Come candy day, they already got loads of candy. Imagine this now. They're going out again to a Halloween party, out on the street looking for candy. I'm telling you something. There's those lovely, lovely dentist people will love those kids. Come that year. Come when it's pulling the teeth. Watch out.
Yeah, look out.
You're going to have teeth pulling. If this doesn't... No.
There's going to be an excess of candy. I don't think we're going to eat it all. We're going to have to take it to the candy recycling center, all the excess, and just melt it back down to make new candy out of it.
How are you going to do that after they've gone in and bought them at the stores? I'm sure I kick that would be something. I can't stand... But what I also liked is the bubblegum popsicles. Bubblegum popsicles. Candy on a...
Oh, you're talking about like the like a blow pop?
Blow
Like,
pop.
there's a
Those
Tootsie
are my
Pop
favorite ones. I found out his daughter likes the same stuff.
Yeah.
We
wow.
got a problem now.
We do.
I know. I just found out your wife told me.
Not enough to go around.
That's exactly it. Not enough going on. This is my favorite. And what do you eat them for?
It's one thing we're not going to recycle. Is those.
Please.
Okay. You have to hang on to that. Okay.
I know I have to inspect the candy, of course, when they come back.
Oh, yeah. Remember
we have to inspect the candy. Remember when they had, sometimes they had some blades in them.
Yes,
Like
that
a
story.
blade
Yes,
with an apple, with no wrapping. I throw it out. I'll just throw it out.
Too dangerous.
Too dangerous. Somebody can eat that and whip the mouth open.
Yeah. Okay. So Creative Accents, I think, is referencing this in the chat. He's saying, Uncle, you remember when people had to X-ray candy at hospitals, so there are no razor blades in it? Yeah, that's
Right.
the exact same thing.
Same
you're
thing
talking
we're
about.
talking about.
I remember this from when I was a kid. People would talk about this. I want to know, do any of the callers here remember this? And if so, more specifically, do you remember actual instances of this happening? Like being news stories. Did this actually happen, or is it like urban legend? Does anybody on the call line know?
Yeah, there's
My-
nobody else.
I think it's urban legend.
My dad was
I've seen
Okay.
I've seen this on one of them. You know the thing where they show you 3 legends and you guess which one's true.
Yeah.
And there were stories in New York City about candy with razor blades.
Okay.
Oh.
So it happened. It
Oh,
did
it
happen
did
at
happen.
some point.
Some
All right.
point.
Ruckus, did you say you knew about it too?
You didn't? Do you know about Ruckus?
My dad was a local dentist in a small town, and so he had an X-ray machine, and so the parents would bring the candy over there and have him check it for them. And as far as I know, we did not witness any actual instances of razor blades in the candy. But I was also going to mention what the other caller said, that yes, I believe there was a real instance, but that's all it takes is just once, and then everybody freaks out, you know.
Exactly.
Got it.
One time, we eliminate Halloween. Everybody do not go out to Halloween. I always when something like that comes up.
Everybody talks about the war on Christmas. War on Christmas. War on Christmas. What about the war on Halloween? That's what I want to hear about.
War on Christmas?
You haven't heard about the war on Christmas, Uncle?
I never heard of a war. A war? No, I didn't.
People have broken out the heavy artillery and Christmas. Look out, Santa.
I never heard of that.
You never heard of the war? Lucky you, Uncle. You're a fortunate man. You've never heard of this concept. But,
what kind of concept have you been living in there, sidekick? I mean, this don't sound right to me, because I always thought of course, when I was small, he knew me, and I knew him, and this was going on Christmas time.
Let's go to Jimmy. I feel like, Jimmy, are you aware of the war on Christmas? And if so, please explain what it is to Uncle.
This is where Santa Claus yearly has a fight with the guy from Family Guy.
Oh, this is gotta be it. This is
worse than I thought.
This isn't true.
It's not?
Can't be.
You don't think so? Okay.
The Griffin family. Every year they go to war with Santa Claus.
Oh,
I haven't watched that show in a long time.
Show.
It's the Smith family on American Dad. They go to war with Santa every year.
That's what we're talking about. I'm wondering what this was all about.
Gee, however did you get those two shows confused? I don't get that.
Either.
Futurama is my favorite Santa Claus, though, because they programmed an artificial intelligence to be Santa Claus, and now he's decided everybody's naughty. So, you remember on Futurama? Did you ever see that, Aaron?
No, I haven't. I like Futurama. I haven't seen that episode. It sounds funny.
Boy,
to check that one out.
It's funny.
That's good. That's good. Well, I'm not about to start a war on Halloween. I like the holiday. I'm just going to keep it how it is. I'm going to have to defend it. Defend it.
But it's kind of gone, because now they do that trunk and treat and stuff. I mean, the days of...
Trunk and treat. That's where the kids went tonight. The trunk and treat. That's where the kids went.
They did.
They went there tonight. That's where they went.
Yeah, I say it's more Halloween. No, Halloween's like the 12 days of Christmas now. It's the 12 days of Halloween, and some days you're trunking it. Some days you're walking through the neighborhood. Other days, maybe you're in the metaverse celebrating Halloween with your virtual costume. How about that idea?
Yeah.
That's how
kids come up to me. I just look at the costumes now. Since the last time I was I a girl? I forget what was the last
You're talking about your costume.
Costume was, no, it was a pirate. That was my last pirate. That was my last Halloween party thing when I was walking.
That was your last Halloween costume.
Halloween costume.
Anybody here on the call, are you going to a costume party? Do you have a Halloween costume for any reason? Is any of that going on with anybody here?
Yeah, is anybody like a party or something?
Thinking that means no.
No.
Okay. We're all bid.
No.
This is the part.
This is the party, nice.
Oh, so they don't.
Yeah.
So they don't. Sounds like they go watch those Holly movies.
Yeah.
That'll watch Halloween movies.
I have a Halloween themed question for you. What's the scariest thing for you to think about to be real? Like vampires, ghosts, werewolves. What's scary? Zombies?
Oh, I see what you're getting to. Let me think about this one.
Strangest, like a monster. Like if a monster were actually real, which one would you really not want to encounter? A werewolf, a mummy, maybe even like a larger thing like we could even integrate King Kong could be a possible answer. You wouldn't want him to be around. Dracula, vampires, zombies. Oh, zombies are terrible.
Not much a zombie. More vampires.
You don't like them?
More sort of into my wheelhouse, as you call them.
Okay. All right. So you don't want them around.
But I do like them on shows.
Oh, yeah. Makes a great show.
But like I've been watching the last past one in the past. We had vampire show. what they call that movie?
You're talking about Twilight?
No. Well, yeah, that one too.
This is a vampire movie.
Yeah. It was the Veteran Stories. Victory Stories.
I can't remember. Yeah. Any callers, does this sound familiar to you? A vampire series?
Yeah, vampire series.
The Vampire Diaries?
Diaries.
Oh, okay.
I can't think of There were. Yeah. I saw that whole movie, Vampire Diaries, and man, that was something sort of interesting, but the way they attack, crazy.
That's the whole problem. Huh?
I was looking at how they attack people.
That's what it's all about. I mean,
that's on Reflex too, if you guys ever want to see it.
Okay, there you go. Streaming now, everybody.
Streaming now. It's streaming now on Reflex.
Okay, we're going to check that out.
I told Chuck about it. He's been.
I haven't watched any horror movies or any scary movies. Haven't done any of that sort of stuff this year at all. I haven't done anything.
Well, of course, it's clear near Halloween. I would think you'd be jumping on the bandwagon and looking at these horror movies. Just because of Halloween, of course.
I need to. I haven't yet, but I need to do that. So we're going to have to break out the streamings and start streaming something. I don't know what. Maybe it'll be the Vampire Diaries. Maybe it'll...
I'm looking forward to that new cartoon on Netflix, the Inside Job. But you know what Uncle didn't mention is a couple other horror movies that are interesting genres to me anyway. There's a brand new Chucky series there.
Oh, yes, I seen that too. But that didn't come to the scene yet to see.
Yeah, you can get it on YouTube. You can the first couple episodes are on YouTube in full.
Well, I don't get YouTube. I get it in the WAF, but you know how that is. Kids get to the thing and say, click, click. I can't watch a TV unless it's in my room.
Well, there's that, and then there's the whole genre of spooky horror movies, not just killer movies, right?
Yeah.
Where you got everything from, like I said, The Exorcist is great, but you could go into The Omen or Poltergeist or Amityville Horror.
There is another movie, come think of Polka Dice. You just gave me another one I was watching. I saw this one. It was watching a TV, and they thought comes out of the TV. I saw this kind of movie.
Oh, The Grudge? Is that
what it is? What was that called, Chuck?
You might be talking about The Grudge, where that little girl is like twitching her head. She's got the long hair. That's what I don't know.
Isn't that The Ring?
The Ring. That was
I'm
it.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was The Ring. That was it. You're right.
Yeah,
it was The Ring. I saw that too.
And then
that was scary.
We've gotten.
If you don't watch a videotape, you die.
Yes, that's it. That's the one.
That's the one.
I saw that in the theater. It's been years, man. I forgot.
That was on TV. That's on it too. If you got to get on Flex and watch these things.
We've got alternate current radio mentioning in the chat Midsommar, which I heard about, but no, I haven't seen that. I'd like to watch that one. That's supposed to be. That's one of these sort of like psychological horror movies or whatever we're talking about. It's kind of like in that vein. It's a newer one. I think it's kind of like the Wicker Man, because I think it centers around like a pagan sort of something or other. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
That Wicker Man movie is a Nicolas Cage movie I would never recommend to anybody unless I want to torture him. Speaking of bad movies.
No, but the original one. You've seen the original, right?
The original came out.
The original
No?
Wicker Man?
Yeah, but the one with Nicolas Cage is horrible.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Absolutely awful. But no.
Not the bees.
Yeah, the bees.
Not the bees kind. That's not.
It's crazy.
It's not the bees kind.
I haven't seen that one. I do need to see that, because I can appreciate some humor in the form of Nicolas Cage performance.
I think what you need to do, get on Reflex, start watching shows there, Sidekick. I mean, you'll get to see these shows when they're on. You just got to pick them out. They're on there.
I've been out of the watching game too long. I got to get on there.
I've
got to do it.
I go back. I'm on a scene of doing these shows since they're yelling downstairs, and I'm going upstairs. I'm with no cable, and I just have that regular thing.
Hereditary was directed by the same guy that did Midsommar, says alternate current radio. So the same from the wizards that brought you Hereditary, now Midsommar. I haven't seen either. I would love to. I should check that out. You have to check out Midsommar because I hear it's good.
Only, the one with good
horror movie.
Horror movie with they have the guy walking with his eyes closed. Mummy.
Oh, the Mummy. The Mummy movies?
The Mummy movies.
Okay.
They have these going nuts. They can't see. I like to know, how does those guys, the actors, start walking around with no eyeballs to see what they're looking at?
Okay.
That's why it could be a very interesting question for some people on this line to know, how do they move around?
How about we go to Count again? Count. How do these weird mummy costumes? How do you see in the darn thing?
Yeah, that's my.
How do you do it?
How do you do them?
Count, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Perhaps Count's not there. We're gonna go to Jimmy. Jimmy.
All right, Jimmy.
Mummy, you're wearing a mummy costume. How do you see?
I'd say probably these days they go back and add with CGI.
Oh, so you don't even need the costume. There's no actor in a costume. It's
KGI.
just
how's that?
That means computer-generated imagery, Uncle.
In the eyeball?
Well, it goes into your eyeball, doesn't it?
You can't see into all those tapes when you get the things on your face. I don't know how you could do that, Jimmy.
I can tell you from a couple of video shoots that I participated in that there are certain types of mesh that you can put over somebody's eyes, either in a small way or in a complete way, that somebody can see through, but from the other side, it doesn't look like they can see through it.
Oh.
So that is possible. Sort of like, the Scream movies or whatever, where you see the guy with the ghost face mask on. You can't see his eyes.
That's true. Yeah.
Right. Sort of like that, but there's a bunch of different ways of doing it so that it kind of tricks the camera. It looks more solid to the camera, but the person can see through it. It is possible.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kind of like a magician mask.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There we go. Doable. All right, there we go. So does that answer the question there, Uncle?
Yeah, I suppose.
We got to the bottom of that mystery.
Yeah.
Now there's
what do we have to talk about? What can we talk about now?
Well, let's see here. We've covered a lot of things. We've covered Halloween, the war on Halloween, the war on Christmas, horror movies, Jason, Freddy. What else did we do? I think that's it.
Oh,
so over the years, well, I got another question real quick. Over the years, you never got into one of the TV shows that's like a horror TV show that's got a lot of episodes, maybe like. Friday the 13th was a series, but it didn't have Jason on it. It was a different concept. And there's, the Chucky series I just brought up is new. But there used to be, Tales from the Dark Side, which was a broadcast TV thing, Tales from the Crypt.
Yes, I saw them. That's true. I have seen them.
Okay.
Yeah, those were wild, too. But there was a certain channel. There was a certain channel that was on the TV that had all them that you mentioned.
HBO? I want to say HBO carried a bunch of those.
Yeah, they did some.
Am I right?
They did some.
HBO originated Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
My favorite episode of that was where Sam Kinison became the voice of the guy's conscience and is screaming in his head. Okay?
Yeah.
Iggy Pop co-stars in that one. I forget what it was called, but the guy winds up killing his banker and somebody else because he's trying to embezzle money from a rainforest benefit or something like this. And he winds up killing people, and then he winds up going out and screaming in front of the whole audience how he killed everybody, and nobody else could hear the voice in his head except him. And then Sam Kinnison's taunting him because he punctures his eardrums with Q-tips and stuff. So all he hears for the next few years while he's sitting on death row is Sam Kinnison's voice. And it cuts to a scene many years later. He goes, "Come on, man, you can't still be mad at me. Let's play a game." and they come to execute him, and he jumps up at the bars. Is it time yet? Is it time? Like he's just dying to get to be executed, so the voice will stop.
Oh, whoa! What kind of stuff is that?
That's a great Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah. I don't think I saw that one.
Yeah, that style of show is cool, like the Twilight Zone, where you
that's another one you mentioned. Twilight Zone. Now
same
I
format.
saw that in the film of cartoon chick, but not cartoon. Human people going out of space.
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard of that?
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Is Creep Show is now a TV show. It was a movie. Remember the movie? It was a comic book. Then it was a movie.
Yeah, I remember the movies. Yeah,
but now it's a TV series.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, wow. That just recently got made into a TV series.
Yeah, like I think it started in 2020, maybe, but or this year, one or the other. But it's fairly new. Yeah.
I hear about that one.
I would love to know what is man doing about his show, his show to put on the air, Mr. Top Gun. I would love to know what does his backup's going to do. I'm still been waiting. I'm like everybody else on this line have been waiting.
The Tom Cruise backup plan?
Cruise backup plan.
Well, in case they never end up coming out with Top Gun 2, what's he going to do to keep his career going? Is that
That's
the backup you're talking about?
That's my backup. What's going to happen with him?
Well, maybe he could make a horror movie.
Didn't we get some news on this like a week or two ago where it's supposed to be released in December of this year again? I mean, they've given different release dates, but didn't they say that?
Probably. They keep saying this
December, but it's right now. Everybody. There is a few people.
Also got one of the Mission Impossible movies.
Mission Impossible, yeah.
Mission
Impossible.
Could always make. Yeah, are they making a new one of those, Jimmy? For sure, making a new Mission Impossible.
Yeah, I remember last year when Tom Cruise flipped out, yelling at everyone about the COVID flu and rabbits. That was outside of the new Mission Impossible, I think.
Nice, yeah. Those are always fun tapes when the actor just loses it and starts berating somebody.
But if anybody heard, have they gone to the movie theaters yet to see any kind of movies? Not even if he wasn't even in one.
Yeah, sure.
Anybody been to a movie?
Yeah, anybody on this call, have you been to a movie recently?
Recently.
Ruckus, have you been to a movie?
Nope.
No, I haven't been to movies in years before the pandemic.
Well, with this pandemic now that people are still wearing masks, but they are starting to bring people into the movies, and I don't know what's this hold up.
Yeah, really, get it open.
Well, some places they are open. I know that for sure because there's a bunch of stuff that now says only in theaters. And they're competing with stuff like the new Sopranos movie, which I got to watch at home. But I had to go through some stuff to get it. But HBO gave that to me at home.
Yeah.
And it was in the theater at the same time. Which, by the way, guys, I hate to tell you this, but you're down to about 7 minutes here.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's pretty good. What all this conversation talking, and I'm trying to find out about the movies with the homeless stuff.
That's good. We had a good night here, Uncle. But do you think we should give the callers a chance to do shout-outs? Should we do that?
Hit the shout-outs, people. You know who you are.
So
Start calling them.
We'll go to, I think Jimmy called in first, if I remember. So we'll go to him first here. Jimmy, who you got for a shout-out? Who you shouting out to tonight?
I guess I'll shout out to just everyone in Ocelli land. Have a good weekend.
All right.
What about the count?
Well,
what happened to the count?
The count's up there.
We lost the count.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to get his shout out. Oh, what happened to him?
It's okay.
Oh, we still got Ruckus.
Oh, Ruckus?
We
One new shout out.
Yeah.
Give you one.
Who you got, Ruckus? Who you shouting out this week?
I think Count is down for the count. My shout out. Actually, I'm going to shout out Hesher. one of the co-founders, the proprietor of the Alternate Current Radio, which is the network that I have my show on. So big shout out and thank you to Hesher for keeping it running over there. And shout out to you guys. Thanks for having me on. I hope you guys have a nice, safe, happy Halloween.
You too, Ruckus. Yeah, it's great to have you, man. Thanks for calling. Yeah. All right. So, Uncle, how about you? You got a shout out?
Shout out to our producer here. Does an excellent job. I have nothing else to say, but that guy is a very good worker.
Indeed.
But now, shout out to you there, Chuck.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Uncle. Thank you.
Chuck, do you have a shout out you'd like
You
to
guys,
say?
you shout out.
All I can say to you is, my name's Chucky. I'll be your friend to the end. Heidi ho.
I do gotta see that Chucky movie you mentioned. I haven't seen it yet, no, but
It's piqued my interest, yeah.
It's into the interest of my watching on Reflex.
Yeah, it's always...
I work on, what I do is, I work on a show, and the part of them, and when it goes over, I go looking for more. That's how I operate the thing in my room. I'll just let you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's a crazy series, this new one. I don't know. I've always laughed at it because, Chucky, right?
Yeah.
It's just, I remember when it came out, I was in high school, and some people that are more superstitious are like, what is that? And I'm like, they got to get their ideas from somewhere.
Yeah.
So I have wanted one of those dolls, by the way. I want one of those dolls, exactly the Chucky doll.
Oh yeah.
I would get it its own chair and put it in my office. I swear.
There you go, everybody out there. You know what gift to send Chuck.
What are you going to shout out now, too?
I'm going to shout out, let's see here. I'm going to shout out all the listeners. And I think I'm going to do a special shout out to the people at Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
Because you do help the show keep going. And it's great to have you there. And I hope you're enjoying the Patreon content. And I just want to thank you for doing that.
And did you have a test run this week? A program to have somebody talk.
A test? You're talking about like a live stream test?
A show. For the name, or call out.
Not that I remember.
Oh, so you're not working on it.
Hey, name that tune.
Name the tune.
Oh, no, but we're due. That's the next Instagram post we're going to do is name that tune. So you're going to want to follow at Uncle Podcast on the Metaverse enabled Instagram. So we're going to post a name that tune. You name it, and you will get a shout out here, and that's who I will shout out to. Whoever wins the contest. At Uncle Podcast, Instagram, and Twitter.
We may do some other things on my New Year's Revolution. I'm thinking to make a big long contest.
Yeah.
What yet? I'm trying to figure what.
Maybe we could build some sort of game that night. Maybe
your friend at work
some kind.
is dying over the time asking.
Oh yeah.
That's a good thing to bring up, guys, because we got like an extra minute or two here. Somebody recently reached out to me who is a longtime listener of mine who had not listened to Uncle at all, and they went back in some archives and found the first Revolution.
Oh, they did?
That we did together. And they were like, why didn't you tell me about this before? I said, I tell everybody about this every year. What are you talking about? And so now he's actually gone and gotten them all, and he put them all, he's listening to all of them in a row. The Revolutions that we did, which is a lot of hours of podcast.
Really?
Well, yeah. That was, we've hit from the beginning when we started with Chuck.
Yeah.
Remember, we started at number one, and we kept on going and going and going.
Well, that's...
For the people that haven't heard of mine, they can put it on what he's saying to check them out and go through.
That's really exciting, Chuck, because that's the exact reaction we're going for. And it's really cool to hear that. And that's what I was hoping. Like, if we keep doing this, people will be aware that it happens every year, and more people want to be a part of it.
Right.
So that's perfect. That's really cool.
Yeah, so the guys in California, and yes, if you're listening tonight, your sticker is on the way. I gave him my last Uncle sticker that I sent in the mail to him because he wrote to me and complained I didn't tell him about the show, this and that. I said, yeah, I did. I definitely have. Sent you cards.
You need more stickers?
I ran out of stickers. It's
you
okay.
Get more stickers.
If anybody wants an uncle sticker, just email me and I can send one your way. I still have those. So
you got them.
If you want one, let me know.
If you need them.
In irony, his name is Jeff. Anyway,
he needs them.
You know, like you, Aaron, Jeff, Aaron, Jeff,
Aaron, Jeff.
Aaron. Never mind.
Okay.
Wait, Jeff, Aaron. Wait.
Is Sidekick laughing?
Yeah, I had a smile on him.
All right, so I'm not that funny. Sorry, I'm not Uncle. What can I do? Only one Uncle. There's only one, folks.
That's me.
Shout
I'm
out to the
trying
star
to
of the
get
show.
on the start of the show. I've been slow this week just to hear the customers talk because I'm surprised that some people that haven't called in, that have listening, but not called in to know what's going on here.
We've had a lot of callers. The callers have been great. So thank you, everybody, and shout out to all the callers in the past weeks. We've had a lot.
In the past weeks, yes. In the past weeks. On that first week we had, man, they were constantly going. We couldn't even find out who was, How we getting with the
Uncle? It's UncleThePodcast.com. This is the end of the show.
I was wondering if we
bring it home, Uncle. Bring us home.
That's our show for the 244. Oh, who did we get?